Hello and welcome back to City Skylines Open Plains. In today's episode we're going to be super compact. I found out why industry in this section isn't actually growing. It's a really random thing, but basically if I put in some offices there, the offices will build, and it seems to like kickstart the rest of the building process. So it's taken me a little while to actually find out what's going on and why it's going on. Well, I don't know why it's going on. Maybe I'm just unlucky, but it just doesn't seem to be growing much. Another thing that I'm switching up is, I'm going to lower the industrial taxes. That should bring more people, more demand in. I'll lower the offices down to 11, and industry down to 10. We do need to still make a fair amount of money because we've got to obviously pay for the rest of the city. But that should start the ball rolling with everything over here. It may take a little while for the actual office to build up, but once it does, the rest should build in. We have no demand at the moment, or very low demand for anything, so things are going to move quite slowly, but that's absolutely fine. So without further ado, I think I'm going to plot out some of the ferry paths in this episode. So we'll put in some ferries. I don't know how effective they will be, but let's find out. So we're just going to go around the outside of the city and then come in through here. We'll connect up there, and we'll start out from the other side. And we're just going to follow the route round until we get to here, and hopefully the ferries will go underneath. Yeah, fantastic. Oh, nope, that hasn't gone all the way underneath. There we go. So we'll just take that line back. These lines shouldn't cost us anything. No, so it's fantastic. It's just literally getting them all in. This bridge is too low for ferries, so I'm going to have to do something about that. I think what I may do is just move it actually, to move the road up. Let's see how this looks a little bit higher up. Say about there. Let's see if that helps this move. So if we go back into the ferries, will they be able to go underneath? Yes. Fantastic. So we're going to have a wide berth out here. We're going to come in and connect there. And then they're going to come out. And they're going to come all the way up here. Up to the rest of this area. I just need to go underneath these bridges, and then we can continue round. I think what I'll do is continue up here. And then we just have to thread the needle through the bridge here. And the same thing here. It's really hard because the actual river's so deep that going through it is quite difficult. Plotting the right course as such. We'll do a line up here. We'll connect up to this line here. We'll just carry it on, but do another line up to here, like so. We'll get a nice curve in and follow it round. Just follow the river all the way around until we reach the other point. We just have to thread the needle again. Like so. And we will delete these lines back a little bit so that we can put in a nice curve. Like that. Just marry that one up. So we need to start a line. So if we start a line there, bring it around to here, maybe to this one. I don't know what the difference is particularly, but we'll go to that one. Come down to this one and this one here. Come down to this one. And then go up here, come over to this one, and then it will circle back round and complete the line. So that's just going to be a circular line. We do need to turn on the ferry stops. So if we turn these on, I won't turn these on for now. Just because we need things to build up here first. Where do we put this office? Here. It hasn't quite built yet, so that's absolutely fine. What I do want to focus on is trying to sort out the rail. We have a slight issue with traffic backing up, because it's trying to go to this cargo terminal, and this cargo terminal just can't really cope with it. So we're going to build another cargo terminal down here. We're going to bring down a international rail link, which will allow us to have the terminal with a regional terminal right next to it, which will be great for us because basically all the traffic will go to here instead. So I'm thinking of using somewhere around here. I haven't specifically chosen a plot of land yet, but now that I'm looking at it, around here looks good. It's got good links to everything. Sort of dead center, so it allows us to have good connections to all the industry in this area. So I'm just going to delete all that out, and then I'm going to have to put in 2 cargo terminals. These are, I believe, 8 deep. I may be wrong, but I believe that's how deep they are. So let's just design some sort of road layout here. So they're going to be on the outside of the roads, and what we want is for them to go from left to right, so sort of around. Let's turn off road guidelines, don't need that shit on right now. Put it in like this, and I'm literally just gonna do a line going back. I want a decent amount of space between them because we'll put in curves. Say about 5U, turn off the road guidelines, 5U by 5U, 5U by 5U, and we're going to use nice fast links here. So we're going to use some national roads, I believe. I think that should be fast enough. But also, once they're on here, we'll use... oh goodness, my mind's gone blank. We'll use highway roads, so like these sort of roads. And hopefully that will be enough for our cargo to go round. This is actually a lot bigger than it needs to be, so I'm going to delete it down a little bit and make it a bit smaller. I'm going to keep the game playing, just turn this off so it's not costing us almost $1,500 a week. We'll come out by 5, go in by 5, and that's rail. That's not a road. Right, let's try this again. So 2 lanes should be fine. So out by 5, in by 5, out by 5, in by 5, and then we will upgrade that road, and that road, and that road, and that road, and hopefully this will be lovely and fast for the actual traffic to get from A to B. So let's just see here. This one's still on, we don't need that. Actually, we've just cut power links, but actually power's fine. Good to see that our other power connections are good enough, but not for that one. I'll just connect up some power now, like so. Connect that to that. And there to there. So what we will need is a decent link into the industrial area down here. We can probably do that with a national road, maybe onto this roundabout, I'm not too sure. Tell you what, we could do a bridge coming off. No. It's hard to say because this roundabout's already going to have a lot of traffic on it. Maybe a national road down from here would be better suited to it. So we'll do the on-road here and an off-road here. Hopefully that will sort it out. So the idea being that one is for international rail, one is for regional rail. So I will have to connect this up to the regional rail in the area. We can do that by connecting maybe from here. If I go down to 12 meters, like so, and then with a one-way road, or a one-way railroad, sorry, connect up to this one. Oh, how far down is this? Saying 1. Slope too steep. Why is the slope too steep? Oh, that's a bit weird. Let's try and draw that again. Let's try and make it 6U each, so then the slope is nice and calm into it. That'll be the on-road. This will be the off-railroad.